Hey, welcome to SC Custom Designs. This is going to be added on to the sheetrocking one-man show. It didn't dawn on me that there may be those that don't know how to actually cut sheetrock. So we're going to go ahead and show you that. Excuse the fact you're not going to see the upper part of my torso, but that matters little. So essentially, this piece here has to fit up, well, let me show you, up into this area here. Okay, so it's got to join this piece, and when you're doing sheetrock, I'm going to say I'm not a professional, okay, but I used to do it way back at some dreamy day when I was first starting out with jobs, getting jobs. So at any rate, I want to butt this joint here against this joint here. Okay, so that's going to be that. But you want to make sure that you join your boards, your gypsum board, valley to valley, okay? So it might be hard to see, but you can see a faint line that stops about here. All right, so you're going to, the next piece of gypsum board is going to come against that, and thereby creates a valley. And then you're going to put a coat of mud in there, and maybe we'll show you that. Maybe we won't, but then you put a piece of tape in. There's various types of tape that you can buy. I bought this one over here. Let's have a look. Called fiber tape, and what it touts is that it's going to eliminate blisters and bubbles. Okay, and you can kind of see that it's going to do that because of the way it's made. It breathes, so this is like mesh. Okay, they even I don't know if this guy here is sticky as well. I bought one once that was sticky, which I thought was kind of weird because it's going to go onto wet mud. Anywho, there's probably applications for that. All right, so you're going to need to get a tape. You could use the paper, the traditional paper. I decided that I was going to go with this. All right, so we're not quite at that stage yet. So what we need to do is to cut out this cavity, because in order for this piece to here to fit into here. Sorry, you guys watching on big TVs. So we got to fill in that spot now. All right, and so I actually just realized I need to put another measurement on here, but we'll get to that. So essentially what you're doing is you're going to need a T-square. Now I'm using the Johnson adjustable T-square, and it's going to really come in handy, my friends, when it comes to doing the angled parts. Like here, we come in straight, but then at an angle. So I'm going to be able to use, sorry for all the moving, this Johnson T-square. I'll loosen that and I'll replicate that angle by lifting this up, and it will float on top of this area here, and you have different degrees of angles. Mine's going to be very custom, I'm sure, and you lock it down. So that's how easy that is. All right. So essentially, in order to cut rock, you're going to, it all depends on how this rock is going to come out, the piece is going to come out. You're going to have to use a saw like this. Okay, they actually have smaller saws. Get an idea how big that is. Here's my beefy hand, so it's really not that big. They also have smaller ones with a little handle like this that you can use to cut. So essentially, let's go ahead and put you down, hopefully somewhere where you're going to be able to see what it is I'm saying. Let's put you not there. How about here? Okay, let's go here. All right. I forgot I needed to put another cut here, because now I'm looking for my tape measure and it's going to be everywhere I'm not. Here it is. I believe I measured 7 feet. Let's come down here. 7 feet from that end, that out end I'm cutting out, to butt up against that board there. So that being said, let's go ahead and measure over 7 feet. Alright, the beautiful thing about a T-square is that you can just set it on top of your rock like so. Okay, and then measure. There we go. Put them on this side of 7 feet. I'm going to go just a little bit shy. Doesn't matter if I have a little bit more space over there. And then you're simply going to take your knife, and I decided to go with this DeWalt that has got a rubber handle here, a rubber part here that helps you to grip it, and a rubber piece of rubber here. And this guy is really cool the way he works. I'll show you. Hopefully you can see what I'm saying here. Let's make sure. Yes. You loosen this and it flips out like this. Isn't that cool? And there's your blades. And you take your blade, you set it in, and it even has a magnet right here. Make sure you can see that. Okay. A little magnet, and that's going to help hold that. How many times have you went to put your blade there and it fell down? And I'm simply going to push it down like this, and then I'll lock it back in. I did that with my hands. I don't need a screwdriver, which you typically do, either a Phillips or whatever. So there you go. I really like this DeWalt. I don't work for DeWalt. Just buy the tools and sort of glad that I'm using their tools. Okay, so let's move this over a little bit more like so. I'm really hoping you're going to see this. And you know what they say, measure twice, cut once. It's really important when you're cutting rock. Because once you cut it, that's it. Alright, I'm at that 7, a little bit shy. A little shy of the 7 foot, which is fine. And I'm just going to, you only have to scribe one time. Put my foot down here. Hopefully you can see that. And then we're just going to take your time. Okay. I'm going to come up, meet that line. That's really all you need. You'll be surprised at how this works. Now I've already scored this piece here. Okay. And this piece here I'm going to be cutting with my saw. But this piece here I can just snap off. Watch how easy this is. So if you've never done rock before, just note that, you know, I guess it can be intimidating if you haven't done it before, but you can do it. Now watch how this works. It's just going to literally snap. I'm going to take my knee and I'm going to hit right here in the middle. Boom. Alright, that's that. I'm probably not going to be able to show you this part. And I'm simply going to take my knife. I'm going to start from the bottom. And I'm going to cut up. I'm going to go from the top and meet in the middle. Ish. Right? Done. That's done. Alright, so that piece may be useful somewhere else. So I'm going to make sure. This is 3/8 board, by the way. Alright. Take this out of the way. And now I'm going to use my sheetrock knife, saw, is that right? And saw down, the waist side is here, that's why I put an X, because obviously I want my saw to be on this side of the line, right? So here we go. did score it with the knife, by the way. And you're going to want to hold on to the board. I'm going to pinch it up here because first when they tell you this will just snap right back. Alright. Now, as promised, watch. It just falls just like so. But don't let go of it, because what's going to happen is it's going to rip the paper. So now what you want to do is just lean it a little bit in your direction, come across, just take your time. On the back like so. At some point this guy is just going to fall on me. And we'll remain shut at the moment. If you have another person, that's going to come in handy. Okay, then we can go that way. Done, my friends. We're all ready to hang this rock. And attaching this video you're looking at now, we've already talked about my jig that I made, where we can just, it becomes your team. I'm going to put it over here. So, and I'll be able to set that rock, that piece over there. This guy here. And we'll bring this guy over. There's two of them. Be sure to watch video number 1. Should you want to know what this is all about. Okay? Now I can go ahead and lift that piece. I'm actually going to get some help on this one because it'll be very easy for this piece to just snap and be compromised. And then you'll have to do it all over again. So essentially we're going to lift it up and slide it up on my nifty poles there. And if you haven't seen in the first video, so we can get it very, very comfortably up there, and then take this unit and slide it across the 2x4 up there, all the ways to the middle-ish, right? And then that's going to have my board about 1/4 inch, a 1/4 inch from the top to the ceiling. That way I can just take my screws and go in theory, boom, if only it were that fast. Now I don't rock every day. Last time I rocked was quite a while ago in my living room. Again, you're watching SA Custom Design. If you like what you're seeing here, and please spread the word. I'm a little dry, it's winter. And subscribe to my channel if you like what you see. We actually do woodworking, but I decided that I was going to bring you along the journey. Should you have a house like this, 1903, and plaster and lath, I'm just going right over it, my friends. That is a no-brainer. When I first bought the house, I don't know what I was thinking. I wasn't. I was knocking all the plaster down and even taking the lath down. That, first of all, can be very expensive now. In the city where I live, that's called construction material. And so you're going to have to pay extra to take that to the recovery center. Instead of tearing it all down, why not just go over it? All right, thanks for stopping in. I'm going to get help and get that piece up there. And we're going to continue along and rock this whole area. We figured in 10 pieces of rock, 4x8, 3/8 gypsum board, or commonly known as sheetrock. All right, thanks for coming to my shop, which is my entryway. Thanks, guys. Take care.